Dreams last for so long, even after you go. I know you love me, and soon you will see you are meant to be. And I was meant for you. Tell me that's not a good jewel. Tell me to my face that that's not a good jewel. No, literally, like, I do a good jewel, and that's on period. Anyway, hello and welcome back to another episode of Insufferable with me, your host, Lindsay Howe, episode 45. Starting strong with the jewel impersonation, dude. I've been doing it for years. Didn't Jewel go MAGA? I'm gonna have to look that up actually. Jewel. Jewel singer. I fear if she went MAGA, it's gonna be like the top headline of her legacy. So I'm not seeing anything here. Who will save your soul when you won't save your own? I'll save your soul. With those lies that you told, boy. Anyway, my neighbor is playing music right now, right on the other side of this wall. Okay. She never plays music. Okay. And I'm recording late, of course. That's kind of what I've been doing lately. If I don't have anything to say, then I can't sit down and record an episode because I'm already going off the hip here. You know what I mean? I probably should script this stuff, but I do not. Will I eventually? Who's to say? Jury's still out. Anyways, how is everyone's week? I feel like I'm all over the map right now. That's why I was singing Jewel when I hopped on, because my neighbor is playing Jewel right now. If I'm lucky, you can't hear it. Maybe this entire episode will get copyrighted because Jewel is playing in the background. It's like a Jewel soundtrack over there. She's playing the discography. Which is fine because I love Jewel. I do need to find out if she went MAGA because that will be that'll be a bummer. I'm not seeing any headlines here about how she's MAGA. She is white though, and she is American, so you just don't know. These days you really got to watch your back with these with the caucasity. Anyways, how's everyone's week? I just got back from watching the new hit film Project Hail Mary with Ryan Gosling. Is it Project Hail Mary or is it just called Hail Mary? It is called Project Hail Mary with Ryan Gosling. We are a Ryan Gosling household over here. I've said this before and I will continue to say it. We do not fuck with Ryan Reynolds. We are a Ryan Gosling household. Okay. We know him, we love him. So yeah. That was a good ass film. Okay. I only saw a couple of reviews about it. A lot of people were saying that it was good. I can't really not Sir Gosling can't really do any wrong in my eyes, even though I did hate the Barbie movie. It has nothing to do with him. The Barbie movie was written for people who are on their phones. I have talked about this topic ad nauseum on this podcast that I do not appreciate when movies describe the plot lines via the dialogue because they think that I am stupid. They think that you are stupid. They think that we are all scrolling Instagram while we are in the movie theater. Okay. And I do not appreciate being treated like an idiot. Okay. I like a little depth with my story writing, heaven forbid. Yeah, I did not like the Barbie movie for that reason. I'm not going to go into the Barbie movie right now. I think I already have. I think I already have on this podcast. Yeah, you're gonna have to go back 44 episodes, I think, to find it. But hey, episode 45 is kind of crazy. Let's go, dude. I'm almost at a year. I'm almost at a year. Did you hear me? I'm almost at a year of doing this podcast, and thanks for tuning in yet again. You know what I mean? You are doing the Lord's work by even giving me the 13 views per week that I'm getting on this. And shout out to you. And whoever is liking the video every week too, it's probably Gavin. Shout out to Gavin. Anyways, Project Hail Mary was good. I saw a ton of good reviews, and then I saw this one guy do a review that said this movie could have been really good, except for like the cinematography was great. It was just nearly 3 hours of millennial humor that ruined it for me. That's what this guy wrote about it. And you know what? As soon as he said that, I said, sign me up, bitch. Sign me up because I'm a millennial. I like millennial humor to an extent. You know what I mean? I grew up on Mad TV. Okay. SNL could never. SNL could never. Okay. I know that a lot of the characters from Mad TV did not age well, right? There are some low key racist characters on there, like Miss Swan, not really didn't really age well, would not do well in this timeline. Um and I don't know, dude, like Stuart and Lorraine and it's just yeah, Will Sasso, like come on. That's what I grew up on. Watching that stuff now, sure, it doesn't hold up now. Okay. I know exactly what you mean when you say something like millennial humor. Okay. You do not have to tell me twice, girl. I know exactly what you mean by that. However, I do still like it because that is my generation. I am a millennial and I will be tuning in for something if it says millennial humor. So whoever this guy was, I can't even remember who it was. I follow him. I think he's a fashion guy. Um, if you don't like millennial humor, then I'm sorry for you. But the millennial humor in this movie particularly just sort of equates to Ryan Gosling humor. Okay. Unfortunately, people like Ryan Reynolds, people like Ryan Gosling, people like Vince Vaughn, you know, they're going to be the same person in every film that they are in. Okay. Does that make them bad actors? Not in my opinion. In my opinion, people come to see them be who they are. Okay. They're not dynamic. Well, I'm not saying they're not dynamic actors. I'm not saying that you're a bad actor if you play the same kind of person in every film. Okay. Have you guys seen that film, The Fall Guy? That movie is good as fuck. It's good as fuck, dude. Emily Blunt, Ryan Gosling, Aaron Taylor Johnson, shredded to the gills, bro. And I don't like a lean man. I do not like lean, and I have said that before. I like bulk. I want to see you on your bulk. Okay? I want to see you when you have to eat a pound of mac and cheese per night to get to your calorie count. But you're also very strong and you're lifting very heavy. Okay. If I see a lean body, I'm seeing dry ass chicken, rice, and broccoli. And that does not equate to a fun man, in my opinion. Okay. If you have an eating disorder, just say that. You know what I mean? Getting lean is never worth it to me. Okay. And that's why that is psychologically why I do not like a lean man. I like a large man. Okay. But there is an exception for Aaron Taylor Johnson. Okay. He is mostly lean. He be leaning most of the time. Okay. He was on Royal Court, Brittany Broski's show. And when he was doing his rounds of press for the Craven movie, which was the worst movie I've ever seen. I'm talking ever seen, bro. It was right up there with A Wrinkle in Time, which is a very close, they're tied for first place, those two movies. A Wrinkle in Time and The Craven, horrible movies. Everything about them. The acting, the editing, the cinematography, like, there's not one redeeming quality about either of those movies, and The Craven is really up there, dude. It's tying for first place, and that is really saying a lot when coming from me, someone who would I would let Aaron Taylor Johnson kill me. You know what I mean? Like, if it was attempted murder on me, I'd be like, "It's okay. I forgive you. In fact, finish the job. Put me out of my misery." You know what I mean? So, yeah, Aaron Taylor Johnson, is also in The Fall Guy. He plays a bad character. He's a bad guy in the movie. Don't mind it. I don't mind it. You know what I mean? You look at his face, he's not giving good guy anyway. He was a bad guy in Nosferatu as well. You know what I mean? He I mean, I understand what happened to him and Nosferatu, like, he had his wife, he had his kids, and then he invited he took in Lily Rose Depp's character, because her man was out of town for quite some time to sell some property to Nosferatu, okay? What a concept. And so she was staying over there with her best friend and her man, okay? If my best friend's man was Aaron Taylor Johnson, put me out of my misery. You know what I mean? I don't need you to have the finest man ever. You know what I mean? I'll just wait till she passes away. Naturally, I'm not going to kill her and then go ahead and swoop in. But yeah, she was losing her damn mind, right? Because she's being haunted by Nosferatu, okay? He's bringing a plague to the town because they need to be together. And that is none of my business. And it's none of Aaron Taylor Johnson's business either. Yes, his wife is her best friend, but he was like, "Girl, you are going to get my family killed." And she did. Yeah, spoiler alert. Because she was there at that house, crashing on the couch, Nosferatu did come and kill his 2 young daughters and his wife. So, I understand why he did not want her to stay at the house anymore. He was a little bit too late when he said, "She's gotta go. She has got to go. Okay, bitch is losing her mind, and I do not wanna risk my family." I totally understand it. Okay, still kinda makes him a bad guy, though. Um, you know, and then, he ends up himself because, he lost his wife and his children, which honestly, getting your second wind here, people are gonna feel really bad for you. You're gonna have a lot of support around you. You're lucky if Nosferatu doesn't come for you. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that whole story is pretty sad, pretty sad. But back to The Craven, horrible movie. Horrible. But that's what I was saying about the leanness of it all, okay? When he was doing Craven, Craven is a superhero is in Marvel? I don't know. I don't think that Marvel would make such a fucking horrible movie. Hold on a second. Craven. Is it in the Marvel universe? Featuring a character from Marvel Comics. Marvel really made this bad of a movie. I don't know what there was like some funding situation going on. Maybe they filmed it during COVID. It came out in 2024. So who knows when they fucking filmed it. It could have been at a time when the strike was going on. They didn't have the best of the best working and they were still making movies, which they should not have. But god damn it, he looks fine. So here's the situation about the Craven. He is a superhero, but his costume is his body. Okay. A lot of these superheroes, they have costumes. Superman, he's wearing a jumpsuit. Okay. He's wearing a leotard, you know, from the neck down to the toes. Okay. You can easily pump some foam muscles inside the costumes of Spider-Man and Superman, if they got a full body costume on, yes, the actor does have to get buff for the role, but at the end of the day, they can beef it up with styrofoam or whatever they be using over there. Okay. For the Craven, he didn't have that luxury. Okay. He had to actually shred his body for this film. Okay. And when he was on the royal court, he told Brittany Broski, during his shred, he was eating not a lot and working out pretty much all fucking day and doing all these stunts and stuff too. Good for him. Good for him. I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of him for working so hard. But oh my god, he's so fine. Sorry. That's just showing me a bunch of pictures of his hot body on here on the Google search here. This is something I would like to scroll through, but we don't have time for that right now. He was eating these gelatin cubes, okay? Some of them were savory, I think some of them were sweet, but mainly they were gelatin cubes that were just and he was only allotted like 6 of them per day, and they were like 2 by 2 cubes. And that was him flexing on a meal. That was him having his sweet treat. Was having this basically like little marshmallow situation. I think it had like collagen and protein in it or something. But this guy was eating fucking astronaut food. Trying to get buff for this role. You think I want to hang out with you? You think I want to hang out with you? We're out. There's a fucking sick ass food truck. We could get some tacos, and you're like, actually, all I can eat are these fucking gelatin cubes. That sounds like a nightmare to me. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to say it. I need a man who's fun. Well, I don't need a man at all. Actually, I take that back. But what I'm saying is, when you see a man that's lean, you should know that he is no fun. He is no fun, and he has an active eating disorder right now. Okay. This man does not need a slice of pizza. He needs help. He needs help. He needs some Prozac, probably. You know what I mean? And no offense to anybody who has to get shredded for their role. I'm not saying that you're sick in the head. I'm not dunking on mental illness. But I and pretty much every female woman I've ever known has had an eating disorder at some point. Okay. Shout out one chicken nugget. Okay. If you know, you know. Um, so yeah, I don't need to think about the diet regimen that these men go through to get lean like this. Um I like a man that's bulky, okay? And that is why um Sir Henry Cavill has the best body type, right? He is shredded, okay? Body fat is low. If I had to guess, it's low. But he's huge nonetheless, okay? The muscles are large. He is not lean. You do not be seeing that loose skin, like not loose skin, but the real thin skin that moves around like fucking paper. I don't like that. And Henry Cavill don't got that. You know what I mean? So shout out to him. Um, anyways, Project Hail Mary was good. It was a lot of millennial humor, but like I said, that just goes along with Sir Ryan Gosling, okay? It was very much his personality, his acting type, his character type. And it was fun to watch. It was very beautiful, okay? It is a space movie. If you don't know what it's about there's basically some kind of matter that is dimming our sun on Earth, okay? And all of these scientists have to band together to figure out why this string of matter is sucking out the light from the sun and bringing it to Neptune. Okay, that's kind of here and there what the movie is about. Maybe I could just read you a little synopsis here on Google that'll probably make me look smarter and much less stupid. Okay, hold on. Synopsis. Project Hail Mary is a sci-fi thriller about Ryland Grace, Ryan Gosling, a sole survivor on a desperate one-way space mission to save Earth from a solar-eating parasite named Astrophage. Waking from a coma with amnesia, Grace reconstructs his mission, teams up with an alien named Rocky, and uses science to solve the crisis. Okay, so yeah, the movie opens with him waking from a coma. Okay. They have to go all the way to Neptune, low key. That's where they go. And Neptune is, spoiler alert, 11 light years away from Earth. Okay. So this is a suicide mission. Just one way. And it is crazy that people really do this in real life. We were just talking about some girl that decided when she was 15 that she will be going to, what is it, Mars or something. Um 15-year-old going bald. Alyssa Carson, a space enthusiast who began training for a potential Mars mission in her early teens, has aimed to be a part of the first human crew to visit the red planet, possibly by the 2030s. Okay, that's just a couple years away, and that's kind of scary to think of. Often cited as the youngest person certified for suborbital flight, she prepares through space camps and specialized training, aiming for a mission that could be a one-way trip. Okay, this bitch has decided. Let's take a look at Alyssa Carson, that she's going to space and that is her mission in life. And she does know. Oh, and she's so cute too. Look at her. She does know that it is a one-way mission, and she only has 535,000 followers on Instagram. That's kind of crazy. Let's get that bitch up, up, up. So yeah, the one-way mission is crazy. The movie opens with him waking up from the coma. Um, from the coma, not a coma. I'm not a doctor or nothing, but pretty sure that's not wasn't correct when I said that. So yeah, he basically like doesn't remember anything and he has to reconstruct the mission. He meets this alien. He names him Rocky because he looks like a rock and it's so fucking cute. And he kind of has Rocky's voice, or like his voice that he speaks with, which obviously we cannot understand because his alien talking. What am I even fucking trying to say, girl? He'd be talking like an alien and he can't understand him. So he hooks him up to a laptop and translates his stuff as they figure out how to communicate with each other. And once they start communicating with each other in English, of course, it becomes very funny, right? Because Rocky is kind of learning the English language and he doesn't really know that much. And it's kind of funny. Okay. That's the millennial humor of it all. Rocky learning English to communicate with Rylan Grace. Okay, that he calls him Grace in the movie. Anyway, I'm not gonna tell you about the whole damn movie. No spoiler alerts. This shit just came out. It's in the theater. Okay, and I saw it in XD with the girl Sierra, and it was really fun. But I love a space movie. I really love a space movie. If you ever get a chance to see a space movie, um, go to see it in the XD of it all. Okay, hold on. Um, Sorry, my neighbor just texted me. I'm in for the night. Sorry, guys. This is so unprofessional. Anyways. Um, so yeah, I like a space movie. I haven't seen Interstellar in a long time. No, 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 no. Don't go beeping. 2014. So I haven't seen it since 2014. Matthew McConaughey, let's go. Jessica Chastain. Anne Hathaway. I don't remember her being that. Timothy Chalamet. I don't remember him being in that either. What the hell? Interstellar, The Martian. Gravity got me fucked up. Okay. Gravity is the scariest movie ever made. a 2013 film with Sandra Bullock. Okay, and George Clooney, don't remember him being in there. Um, Ed Harris, I don't remember him being there. I only remember, excuse me, Sandra Bullock. Okay, Sandra Bullock gets lost in space. Bitches floating around. It's sickening. You will get vertigo if you watch this movie. Okay, I do recommend it though, and I do want to watch it. You can watch it now on YouTube for $4.99. I will not be paying $4.99 to watch any film from 2013. Okay, here we are again with the ex machina of it all. Okay, if the movie is old, please do not charge me for it. I mean, Lord help me. You know what I'm saying? Let a bitch fucking get a movie, an old movie, and watch it. You know what I mean? They're probably charging for silent films nowadays. Can't get anything for free. You can't afford anything. You can't even when you leave the house, it costs $100. When you stay in the house, it still costs at least five. You know what I mean? You can't have anything nice. Anyway, Gravity is a good ass movie. Let's see what the synopsis of Gravity is. Dr. Ryan Stone is a medical engineer on her first shuttle mission. Her commander is a veteran astronaut, uh, whelming his last flight before retirement. Then, during a routine spacewalk by the pair, disaster strikes. The shuttle is destroyed, leaving Ryan and Matt stranded in deep space with no link to Earth and no hope of rescue. As fears turn to panic, they realize that the only way home may be to venture further into space. I'm getting sick. I'm getting nauseous just thinking about this fucking movie, dude. Floating in space. Floating in fucking space. And this fucking bitch is there's so many scenes where she is just fucking spinning her body and she's just like for like 25 minutes. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? What sick motherfucker wrote this movie? And it's only an hour and a half long. It feels like fucking an eternity when you're watching this. I need to watch this again. I need to watch this in the safety of my own home so I can go vomit when I'm ready because this shit is fucking crazy. A 7.7 out of 10, 79% liked this movie. This movie's fucking great, dude. Horror movies could never be this fucking scary. And The Martian, not scary, actually very informative. You know what I mean? Who knew you could grow potatoes with your poop? I didn't know. Matt Damon showed me. And you know what? The whole like when he's on is he on Earth when there's always like sandstorms on Earth. You know, all these fucking space movies are basically like Earth is like nearing inhabitable. Okay. We have ruined it. Okay. We need someone to find another planet that we can live on. Okay. That is the premise of every fucking space movie. Okay. Space movies are not about exploring space and coming back and, going to a different planet and just doing research, right? Every space movie is like, hey, Earth is about to pass away and we need somewhere else to go. And by we, they mean the richest people in the world. You know what I mean? If Earth becomes uninhabitable, the only people going to the next blessed planet are Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. You know what I mean? You think you and I are going to get to go to a planet that also has water and oxygen? No, we're not. Okay? We're going to pass away here with Earth, okay? But it's nice to think that they'll gather up a bunch of, life rafts for us and shoot us all over into space where we can get to the next planet in 5 years or whatever. Because that's the thing about space, bitch. Shit's years away. You can't just go to Neptune in a 45-minute fucking space launch. You are like, okay, we are committed. We're gonna, you know what I mean? Light years is crazy. It's crazy. It freaks me out, to be honest. I'm freaked out about it. So yeah. I do like a space movie though, even though it does make me sick to my stomach. But I do enjoy a space movie, and I do recommend Project Hail Mary. Okay, I don't care this millennial humor. I thought it was really funny. I sobbed, by the way, sobbed in several different parts of the movies. I'm crying. Okay, is that unheard of? Me crying in a movie? No, it is not. Okay. I am always crying in movies. I have never cried harder than I've cried in watching the movie Strays. Okay. I probably talked about that on the podcast before. The movie Strays will get you fucked up, girl. I'm just saying, it's supposed to be a funny movie. It's fucking Will Ferrell and Jamie Foxx. It's not supposed to affect you in the way that it affects me. But I do recommend you watch Strays if you're looking for a movie. Okay, and this Strays is from 2023. It's a little more recent. You can watch it on YouTube for 3.99. Okay, if you are willing, ready and willing to pay money for it, I do recommend it. Okay, give that movie your support. I'm probably going to have to give the movie Gravity support here pretty soon because I need to watch it and it's fucking gonna cost me $4 to watch it. So we will see if we can get it somewhere cheaper. Okay. Not me shopping around for a cheaper fucking I just want I don't even want fuck you money, girl. I just want the financial stability that would allow me to rent a movie for $3.99. You know what I mean? That should not cripple someone. You should not be crippled by watching a movie for 4 fucking dollars. Okay? And I'll have you know, we were blessed today. Thank you, Spirit, because we have free tickets. We got guest pass tickets um to the theater because when we went to see the Lord of the Rings 23rd anniversary or whatever, 26th anniversary, I can't remember. They double booked our seats. Both nights we went and saw the Fellowship of the Ring and then the Two Towers. Okay, on Friday and Saturday. And on both nights, they double booked our seats and we had to sit in some other random seats, which I don't really mind because it wasn't fully booked. And it's not like we had to take someone else's seats, but they had taken ours and they had double booked them. And there's this thing called a D box. And the D box, they don't recline all the way, even though they're supposed to be luxurious and they're supposed to move around. It's supposed to be like a big, extra experience in the movie. Girl, don't fuck me up with the D box. The whole thing fucking pissed me off. And the second night we got double booked, we had to sit in the companion seats for the handicap area. And the handicap area was not booked, so we did not have to take a seat from a handicapped person. But Sierra and I had to sit like 20 feet away from each other because we are the companion seat for someone who's supposed to be in a wheelchair right next to us. You know what I mean? So, anyways, they gave us free tickets for that. On the back of the ticket, it said you cannot use this ticket to watch an XD movie. Okay, XD is like bigger screen, better experience, blah, 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 minus the old fucking D box seats or whatever. So, when we went up there to get the XD showtime, the guy just gave it to us. I was like, "He's gonna charge." He's gonna be like, "Oh, there's a difference. You're gonna have to pay the difference." He didn't. He was cool as hell. It was a matinee too, so maybe that's why. I love a matinee. Don't send me to no fucking movie past 7 PM. I will be falling asleep. I will be falling asleep. I don't care how action packed it is, girl. If it's nighttime, my body knows. Okay. If the lights are low, so are my eyelids. Okay. That's how I run. That's how I do it. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to say, but I will be falling asleep at the movie theater. Do I snore? I don't know. I used to. I used to snore pretty bad. I'm pretty sure I blew up the cabin snoring at Camp High Hill in the 5th grade. But I did have my tonsils and adenoids removed shortly after that. And I think that I stopped snoring after that. But really, I don't even be knowing. I don't even be knowing if I be snoring. Okay. So do I want to fucking fall asleep in the movie theater and find out that I'm snoring because everyone's fucking like, bitch, wake up? No. No, I do not. So, anyways, We got free tickets. We got into the XD showing, no frills, no fuss, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Um they find there's like another planet in the movie, and it was so beautiful. The cinematography fucking slaps in that movie, but it was lime green and pink, and I was like, oh my god, not the wicked planet. I have such beef with the merch for Wicked, okay? It is finally dying out, okay? It's fizzling out. You're not seeing it as much. When Wicked for Good came out, you could not fucking turn your head without seeing the most random fucking merch for Wicked ever, okay? And here's what really fucked me up. Okay, a Wicked t-shirt, okay. A Wicked hair clip, okay, okay. A Wicked Swiffer sweeper? Wicked dryer sheets? What the fuck are we doing? Wicked trash bags for your trash can? Granny Smith apple scented? What the fuck is going on? When I saw the Wicked Swiffer sweeper at, what was it, like Walmart or Target or something, I had to draw the line there, okay? You have to draw the line at household products, okay? Do I want Wicked 409 surface fucking disinfecting spray? No. Oh my god, no. They are really trying to siphon every last fucking dollar out of everything that people like, okay? You used to just be able to get a shirt or a crew neck. Okay. We like a little cast a little wider net with your merch, but the Swiffer sweeper, bro, and the scents are so fucking heinous. And honestly, Wicked is my nightmare fucking colorway. Hot pink and lime green, I would rather fucking die than have to own anything with those two colors on it, especially together. Okay, I do not fuck with either of them. Together is even worse. So that really got me fucked up, to be honest. But yeah, the merch needs to be reeled in. Okay, they need to put more thought into the merch. Um, and just be more fucking serious about it. Please stop making fools of yourself with these merch launches, okay? And I'm really bracing myself because Shrek 5 is supposed to come out this year or next year. Okay? Shrek is very near and dear to me. I am really scared to see what they're going to bring out because I can't really be getting Shrek merch. Okay. They be having it at Five Below. They be having Shrek shirts. They be having them at Walmart. At Five Below, they had like this Shrek head. It was like a Shrek head, but it was for your AirPods case. But the thing about Shrek is that green is fucking heinous. It's heinous. And when you DTG print that green onto a black shirt, it's like it's the worst color ever to look at. Okay? And then put hot pink on top of that Wicked. It's a hell no for me. Have you seen the color of Elphaba? She's actually fucking gorgeous. She's actually fucking gorgeous. That beautiful, like, hunter green, like maybe Kelly green, like the green is actually legendary, but the merch really did not reflect that. Okay. Now, Shrek, he is not beautiful. He is not legendary. That green is bad. There's no way to save it. Unfortunately, that's kind of how it is. But Shrek merch is bad. I've started designing my own Shrek merch line of like really cool stuff that they would like sell at like Culture Kings. You know what I mean? Culture Kings is really cornering the fucking market with good merch for, funny, like, pop culture characters, you know what I mean? They'll have characters from The Office, but it looks like a vintage tee from the '70s, but it has, like, Prison Mike on it from The Office, you know what I mean? Like, they are really doing it well over there. I don't think they have a Shrek shirt, I probably would've seen it by now, but, like, the Gollum shirt that they have from Lord of the Rings, the Gandalf shirt, like, they are doing it well, and that is how merch should be done, okay? We do not need wicked hand sanitizers. We don't need it. We do not need Elphaba butt wipes. Lime green fucking to wipe your ass with? No. It's so bad that it pisses me off. Every time I talk about it, I'm fucking enraged. The Swiffer sweeper, dude, got me fucking pissed. So it is finally fizzling out. Thank God. For a couple of months there, it was, yeah, head to toe, ceiling to floor. Every fucking establishment that had any sort of IP, rights to Wicked was making some of the dumbest fucking merch you ever fucking seen. So thank God that is it's just not so much in our face anymore. So anyway, that's going to do it for me today, you guys. Make sure that you advocate for good merch when Shrek 5 comes out. I'm not saying the movie is going to be good, but I am saying they have an opportunity. They have an opportunity to make good merch, you know what I mean? I went to the Natural History Museum a couple of months ago, and the merch is fucking lame. You can just have a shirt that just says Natural History Museum on it. Are you serious? There's so much you could do. Hire somebody who cares, for God's sakes, dude. Do not make some AI slop and put it on a fucking t-shirt. You are pissing me off. Okay, anyway, that's it for me. That's it for me, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to episode 45 of Insufferable with me, your host, Lindsay Howe, and I will see you next week. Bye.